It was a heavy morning in Brooklyn, the kind that clings to you like city air caught between the buildings, settling in places you didn't invite it. In this borough, where brownstones hold 1,000 histories, block parties turn sidewalks into stages, and the subway hums with ambition and attitude, everyone's carrying something. Groceries, garment bags, and old stories move past each other on every block. But it's the burdens being carried on the inside that bring us here for our next case. This is where we find Lulu-Lee Azran, an international makeup artist who's been in the game for more than 25 years. From the Victoria's Secret fashion show and New York Fashion Week to HBO, Lulu-Lee's resume of clients reads like a red carpet roll call. And these days, her palette holds a vast array of color. As a lifestyle beauty coach, Law of Attraction Practitioner, and Reiki Master, Lulu-Lee contours more than cheekbones. She's contouring belief systems. With brushes in her hands and the power of deep alignment and intuition, Lulu blends inner and outer radiance together like it's her mother tongue.
So I integrate all my traits and all my loves together in my business that is called Inspirational Beauty.
Inspirational beauty. On paper, it's a brand. In practice, it's a lifetime of resilience, art, and energy work blended together into one woman's calling. What do you love about your work?
The ability to let people feel seen, feel understood. I'm helping them verbalize what they're going through or what their experiences are in a way that they never thought about before. That means everything to me.
Applying foundations in multiple ways, Lulu-Lee offers others a chance to see past their flaws and into their true inner and outer beauty. But in the nearby tiny borough of Amygdaland, the one person who struggled to see her own enoughness was the woman holding the brush. This is the case of the burdened beauty.
Why is it that I am 24/7 doing things, yet I still feel like I don't do enough?
The case was clear. 24/7 in motion, mothering, creating, posting, coaching, producing. Yet the verdict in her head? I didn't really do anything. What does this burden feel like?
I think it's a combination of a physical feeling in the body and an exhaustion in my mind. It's never enough because there's always those other things that I needed to do or wanted to do, and they seem to be the only thing my mind can see and focus on. So that kind of like the way of the cycle, the train of thought starts with what I didn't do. My mind starts getting overwhelmed, then it goes down to the body, and the feelings start with feeling exhausted, tired, frustrated, resentful, and then kind of like wanting to give up and like forget it. And then I remind myself, you know what, leave it alone. You did do okay. Then the other side comes and try to persuade me it's okay. And I did as much as I could. If I could have done more, I would have done more. And then the other one is starting to bug. Well, if you wanted to really do it, you could have focused because look, you procrastinated here and here and here and here. So it's like, I feel like my mind, in one hand, trying to push me in a good way to do more because it shows me the areas where I could have been more focused, less procrastinating, this and that. But it does it in a negative way that doesn't allow me to see the things that I actually do, if that makes sense.
Exhaustion, fog, frustration. The emotional weather of a mind that never clocks out.
I honestly, no matter how much I do, I feel like I'm a procrastination queen.
You mentioned feeling resentment. Where does that come in?
Because I'm a life coach, I'm still very aware. So there is self awareness constantly. So while I'm feeling these things or going through these things, I can still see myself through them from up here. So I'm frustrated with myself that I'm putting myself through that. And how dare I not see what I'm doing? Right. And then comes there, and on top of that, the frustration comes from doing really so many things yet never finishing, or it never looks like things are might be moving forward. So I'm resenting myself for not doing, for what I am doing, and for allowing myself to get into that position that I beat myself down about doing and not doing. So it's like from all different angles, I'm starting to resent the whole situation.
Lulu-Lee wasn't just tired, she was mad at herself for never calling her own effort enough. Self-awareness had become a security camera that never shut off and never offered mercy. What is this costing you?
I think it's costing me my growth, really. At 40 something years old, building a business, understanding now that I moved from just doing makeup, and I'm all about growth. So if you look at me, you'll think I'm crazy that I'm telling you that I don't do enough with all the things that I have done thus far, right? I can be posting and inviting people to things or creating beautiful things and inspiring and things that everything has to do with my business and promoting me forward. But because it was working on my phone or something on social media, my mind tells me it wasn't work, because work, real work, is sitting in a desk. And I never done that. So I don't know how to do that. So I'm not working. I'm not growing. I'm not doing anything, right?
Wow. Okay, so no big deal, just your entire belief system.
Add to that the fact that I never went to school. So I always think that me not being in school or not doing or not knowing, and it's funny because I always tell myself, I know the imposter syndrome, I know my worth, and yet I still find myself in moments where, like, other people's language and other people's wording, and they're so much higher than what I speak. English is my second language. I never went to college, I never went to school, I don't even have a GED because I failed in math. It's like, and you put all of this in an equation, but you want to be this person who helps people. You are this person that helps people every single day. You get proof of that and you do wonderful work. But no, because you didn't do this, and it doesn't look like that, then you don't feel like you're doing enough, or your work is not good enough, or your business can never move forward because look at you.
Indeed, a business built on beauty, dismissed as not real work. No school, no corporate past, no suit, no desk. Just one woman and a belief that said, if it doesn't look like a 9 to 5, it's not a business. The burden was getting heavier. Doing everything, feeling like nothing. This was more than a bad look. This was an inside job. Someone was putting concealer on the truth. It was time to look at the suspects. As I revealed the lineup, it was easy for Lulu-Lee to eliminate some of the suspects right away.
No, I don't think it's the victim. I don't think pleaser is a suspect. Not in this case, it's not, but I've worked with Lois many times before in my life.
Next was PETA.
This bitch right here.
Lulu-Lee recognized PETA straight away. Known as the stickler, PETA insists everything must be just so. If there's one thing that isn't right, PETA convinces you it's just not done. A classic burden multiplier. What? It isn't your desk. Then there was Carol, the controller. Carol loves rules, structure, and control, as long as they're hers. To Carol, safety equals schedules, and if life doesn't fit neatly in a planner, something's wrong with you. Was Carol a suspect in Lulu-Lee's case?
Carol, the controller, is definitely a suspect.
Another common repeat offender in the creative entrepreneurial world was Simon, the hyperachiever. Simon's the pusher, obsessed with output, allergic to rest. To Simon, more is always better. And if you're not drowning, then Simon says you have plenty of air to keep going.
I think Simon, the hyperachiever, can definitely be a suspect in this case.
Cindy, the avoider, was also present. When things start to become uncomfortable, Cindy is the first to change the subject or the focus. Was Cindy a suspect in this case?
I think Cindy is somewhere over there handing the tools. I want to be part of this whole mission and suspect situation too.
And finally, there was Sia, the restless saboteur. Sia doesn't start the fire. She just keeps you busy rearranging the furniture while it burns. Sia finds discomfort in stillness, where focus is a trap and commitment is a prison. After all, why finish one thing when you can start 5? Was Sia causing Lulu-Lee's experience of always moving yet never feeling complete?
The suspect of my life. Ah, she really, I feel like Sia, the restless, can definitely be a suspect. I think she's in a supporting case, you know, because the idea of me always thinking I'm not doing enough is probably because I'm constantly doing so many different things. So she constantly moving me around, and to the point that it felt like I did so much, yet I didn't do anything. So I think she's even a supporting character in this case.
Sorry. On their own, each saboteur causes some trouble, but together, it's a mind crime ring.
This better be perfect and fantastic and fabulous, because you do not have the background for this.
And you better be doing more if you want this to be a legit business.
Yes, more. Come on. This isn't real work unless you keep going. Ooh, yes, let's do all the things.
The more we dug, the clearer it became. This wasn't just about tasks. It was about what counted, what showed up on the emotional ledger as real work, what was allowed to feel done. Who was really causing the burden for this beauty?
I think there's a interesting twist in here, and they might all 3 of them work for Sia, because I really do think that that's all 3 of them are results of me behaving and doing what I think I need to do, moving from one thing to the next and one thing to the next and one thing to the next. I start and I never finish. I need to get a hold of that and I need to be done with it. I recognize it and I see it, and I feel like Sia is our main suspect. Oh, he's such a good detective.
So the guilty parties had been found. While Simon seemed like the top suspect, it was really Sia who wasn't allowing herself the satisfaction of completion.
What if social media isn't enough? Maybe I should also do a TV show. Maybe I should also be doing some keynote and some speaking. That might not be legitimate enough either. So I should probably do them all at the same time. Oh my God, yes, of course, all of them. Great idea, but you need to be the best at them all, okay? And when you tell yourself you should just focus, the chorus sings.
We can't afford to slow down. Keep working on all this and we evolve.
Look at everything.
Our saboteurs seem to cause nothing but trouble, but they actually began as brilliant coping mechanisms using our strengths. As a child, the restless saboteur was easily able to pivot when there was a sense of danger or failure coming. Our saboteurs use our strengths as a means for survival. But over the years, what started as strengths became overused and abused, causing exhaustion, frustration, resentment, or procrastination. Sia wasn't just restless. She was scared. What she really wanted was peace, and to know that she could stay in one place and be safe. What does your version of Sia need to hear or receive to feel safe?
What she needs to receive is validation that when she completes something, may it be successful or not, she did what she needed to do and she managed to do it. So I think actually showing to myself that any kind of project I take on, I finish it. And even if it goes in the drawer, but I know I finished it, will help kind of calm her down from needing to jump more and more, being like, look, we finished. It's okay. We put all our effort into something. We can do this, so there's nobody coming from her team underneath and telling like, we do more, or it's not perfect enough. It's perfect as it is, because just for the fact that I finished it, it's perfect and there's nothing more to do. It's done. So I think once I actually finish something and move forward with it, she'll be calm because she can calm all of them down too.
Validation, completion, permission to let done be done, not debated. If every finished thing gets recognized, Sia doesn't have to sprint from project to project, panicked that nothing will count. The burden wasn't the workload, it was the absence of acknowledgement.
And it does come from childhood, my life got rattled very deeply when I was 6 years old, less than 6 years old, with my father's accident. And I think ever since then, I just kind of like moved around trying to find things to help me, surround myself in an environment that will give me peace. So no matter what, I just tried, and I had to adapt to his behavior and his language, and he couldn't control it because it was brain damage. So now it's a whole new reality that I had to, juggle with. And so I kind of taught myself to do that. I was constantly trying to do things to allow me some kind of a peacefulness in the environment that was created without my control. So in that loss of control, just moving around felt like I'm getting some kind of a control over my life. At the same time, because I was doing so many things simultaneously, I was contributing to the loss of control more than the gain of control. My mom always encouraged me, and she was so beautiful. The way she encouraged me was, I just want you to succeed. I just want you to succeed, for me. And she said it with all the heart and all the love. But for me, her wanting me to succeed, I had to succeed. So I think reminding Miss Sia that, completing something can give me just as much as fulfillment than the thought of needing to do more will, because really that just exhausts me. And to stay focused is what I'm always looking for. And focus is always something that I put an effort on, yet I don't understand why I'm not focused. So I appreciate you finding this suspect, because she's a suspect with her team in many other cases in my life. And seeing it right now, the way you presented it, is really helpful to just kind of start breaking down the behavior patterns that I've adapted, and kind of letting them go so I can keep growing. So thank you for that.
So what happens next?
I think allocating specific time to working on my keynote, so I can complete it in peace, because it has its own time. So I don't feel like it's taking away time for something else. There was nothing else supposed to happen in this time. Even if it's 30 minutes, even if it's 20 minutes, even if it's an hour, it doesn't matter. As long as it has its own time, it's not time that are taken away from something else. Nobody can pull me into anything. I have a time that is blocked for exactly that. And more and more and more that I'll do it, it will reach its completion, and it will reach it in a peaceful manner, because I've done it mindfully. And I'm just going to do YouTube, no social media. I'm just going to focus on YouTube, and that will be my platform. That will give me joy. I love YouTube. On top of that, I don't need all the other noise. It's just exhausting me right now. And all the time and lack of focus that I get on the things that matter to me, like my keynotes and all of that stuff, to put that, I'm going to take all that focus that is not really generating anything, because I feel stuck, and put it on the things that I care about and find peace in that. I really appreciate you finding the root, the core, and the main suspect.
A calendar block as a peace treaty. Dedicated time that can't be stolen, renegotiated, or dismissed as not real work. Lightening the burden wasn't about ignoring what was there, but letting something take the lead. The mystery of the burdened beauty was solved, but the case was still open. Will Sia allow for focus and completion? Or will she keep slinking in the shadows, sending Peta, Carol, and Simon to stop the show? Stay tuned for our next case. Join Lulu-Lee for a weekly dose of inspiration on Inspirational Beauty with Lulu-Lee, where perspective expands about everything beauty, wellness, spirituality, and coaching. Come for the beauty, stay for the breakthrough. And look for Lulu-Lee's workshops, where you'll learn simple makeup techniques to create a beautiful and natural look while aligning that with self-development methods. Contour your face and your limiting beliefs with this one-of-a-kind experience. Before you go, help solve more crimes by rating the show. And don't forget to click subscribe so you don't miss being a co-detective on the next case.
You've been watching Saboteurs Slinking in the Shadows. I'm your host, Chris Driscoll, Private Why. Until next time.
Keep your brushes clean, your boundaries clear, and your burdens light enough to know when the look is complete. Want to know who's creating crimes in your mind? Start your own investigation at chrisdriscoll.com/self-sabotage and find out which saboteurs might be slinking in your shadows.